Did you know you can scan this entire set and go ghost hunting in the Hidden Side mobile app? And it may be your last chance to do so. But first, let me provide you with some LEGO knowledge on the set before we move on to playing with it. So this team was introduced in 2020 and it was something really unique and really fresh, and for many reasons. First, it filled the niche of monster hunting, ghost hunting beautifully, and this evergreen topic was almost absent as a standalone LEGO team since Monster Fighters released in 2012 and Scooby-Doo sets released in 2015, well, with some wonderful exceptions in the meantime, like Ghostbuster sets or Stranger Things. Back to the topic. Hidden Side was focused on ghost hunting and it offered some great locations, some cool vehicles, new and original characters, and some really fresh ideas like augmented reality features physically built into the set. And I won't get into too many details here because I'm preparing a Hidden Side special, but let me just tell you that sadly this team ended in 2020, though you may still get most of sets from this team from various retailers for a very good price. And there were 3 waves of Hidden Side sets in total, and this one here, Welcome to the Hidden Side set, was released in the second one, so it was on the break of December 2019 and January 2020. It was retailing for 19.99 euros or dollars. And this is the only set that depicts the actual Hidden Side, which is this hidden dimension inhabited by ghosts. Okay, so I think that's enough of this lengthy introduction, so let me show you the box now. I'm a big fan of the Hidden Side, so I may be biased, but for me boxes from the Hidden Side are just little pieces of art, and this box here is no different. The box art on the front is engaging, it's eye-catching and dynamic, and unlike in sets from different teams, we have an artwork with the set brought to life here instead of arranged and revived view on a completed set. Still, for me, the set and all minifigs are clearly visible, and they actually toned it down a bit. Some folks were complaining that box arts of the first wave sets were not clear enough and builds were not visible on the front as they should be. Personally, I didn't mind. For me it was rather refreshing, but of course it's good to see that critique from fans is taken into consideration by the LEGO group. And on the ledge we have an overview of all minifigs present in the set, or rather of all characters, as we also have Lady E shown here, an in-game only character, and the real life view on the completed set was presented on the back, and so are some in-game functions and a general explanation on how it all works. I've said a lot about this set already and I haven't even started to cover the actual build, so let's focus on that now. I know I already mentioned it, but let me say that again, this is the only Hidden Side set that depicts the actual Hidden Side, and that's the very reason why this set is absolutely unique and on many levels. There are only 189 pieces included in this set, and I'd say the build is much more impressive than you'd expect on this piece count, and it is even bigger than I expected judging by official site images. And the level of the Hidden Side mobile game, which centers around this set, is called The Tree, and I think that we can all see why is that. The main build looks very much like a possessed tree straight out of your nightmares that could grab you and eat you in any second. The entire model is based on few medium azure plates connected by these aim frames, which makes it very nicely curved and rather wide, and the build contains of 3 segments, and the middle one is an entry to the Newbury Park subway station on the bottom here, and our possessed tree is surrounding it. And by the way, Newbury is the town where the action of the Hidden Side team is happening, and it's not the most complicated model, I must say, but it is shaped very well and it is rather detailed as for my taste. And we have some masonry bricks here around the subway entrance and good looking signs with 2 stickers on plates for detail, and these 2 1/6 stats plates in beautiful light aqua color. The trunk of the tree grows organically from the entrance and sides of the base, are formed by these black rock panels here, and by the way, this element in this color is exclusive to this set. And going up we have these jaws, so it's a wonderful example of Lego sculpting for me. So the bottom part is formed by two types of modified plates serving as teeth and as a tongue, and the entire upper section of the jaw is attached on snout bracket, and we have yellowish green modified plates with fangs here, and we have small round plates with eye prints and a nose made of a black skeleton's body, and these great eyebrows made from clip-on barbs blades, and they are movable. And if you look closely, they can tell you what our tree may be feeling right now. Right in the middle we have a buildable play feature, so inside the tree's mouth there is displayed a hatch attached to the tree on pins, so you can move it up and down a bit, and you can place there two black spiders and a bat included in this set and release them by lifting the hatch up. And on sides and at the top there are simple brick built branches made with arches mostly, and they are decorated with these medium azure leaves, and you can find this leaf element in this color only in 3 hidden side sets, including this one, and nowhere else. On the side segments of the model we have parts of arms built similarly to branches actually, and this monstrous movable paws on hinges, and they look really cool and add an extra play feature to the set. On the right we have a classic lantern with plain trans neon green minifigure head as a lamp, and on the left we have this wheel which you can rotate to reveal round corner 2x2 plates in medium azure, yellow, light bluish grey and coral, and they are finished from both sides with these slopes. Let me show you that here. So one slope, second slope, and both of them have stickers on them, and you can rotate the wheel with this grey axle connector with two trans-purple cones on top, and underneath each paw, as you can see, you can find a yellow tile here and here, and similar elements of the build are present in each hidden side set, and they serve as an in-game play feature, so you can scan different colors with your phone to reveal hidden ghosts, get extra points and such. Similar to that, while you're playing the mobile game, every now and again you are asked to put a minifig on these 2x2 light grey modified tiles to scan it and activate another part of the game. And by the way, if you want to take a closer look at this set, check out my Instagram, it's HabitofBreaking. And one more thing before we move on to minifigs, the main build looks very clean on the back side too. And let's be honest, some Lego models tend to look clunky or inelegant, at least from the back, and this small thing doesn't look messy from the side for me. There are no overexposed stats or inverted stats, nothing of the sort, and I'd say it looks even inviting to grab it and play, especially this subway entry, but again, maybe I'm a little biased because I really like this team and this set in particular. There are 4 minifigures included in this set, and each of them is unique to this set, which honestly blows my mind a bit as for middle-sized set in this price range. And we have 2 yellow ghosts, or wild type ghost as the yellow ones are called in-game, 1 red or anger type, and Jack, who was temporarily turned into a ghost, and thus he looks somewhat like a negative of his usual version. And every leg piece, every torso, every head and Jack's hood piece here are unique to this set. Again, just wow. Jack is a very good minifigure. It's clear that he's a ghost, or maybe that, he's very, very cold. Either way, great job on colors, and his torso and hood are mainly in light aqua. Both have medium azure details, and the torso is printed on both sides. And it's supposed to be a hoodie, and I think that the production work here was very, very good. and the hood part is double molded. Legs are printed on the front. We have a unique print with blue belt here, and the head is bright light blue with prints on both sides. I especially like the skirt expression here on the back side. Just look at this wavy line of mouth. And as an accessory, Jack has a printed tile here, which is a smartphone with a trapped ghost inside. Two yellow ghosts are almost identical, and the only difference is that one is smiling sinisterly, he's named Scrimper, and the other looks rather angry, he's named Waylon. And apart from these face expressions, they are basically the same. They have bright light orange torsos with prints on both sides, and they have very nice shirts on fire with buttons and pockets. As a leg piece, they have this ghost lower part element. Here they are marbled with mostly bright light orange and trans clear colors presented on them, and heads are printed on one side, as you can see, trans yellow color. No accessories here, but I think that none are really needed. As for a ghost, very decent and again unique to this set minifigs. The last minifig is this red angry ghost named Axel Chops, which is a delightful name as for this dude, and he's rocking this woodsman plaid shirt with cute little suspenders, which he clearly borrowed from Paul Bunyan and put on fire on the bottom back sides, and these prints here are just superb. Plus he has marbled red trans clear ghost legs, and yes, I know they are not legs technically speaking, but let's roll with that. And his head is in trans red with an angry expression on the one side only, plus he's got a wonderful winter double molded hat in red and tan colors, plus a small axe as for his accessory. And what is he doing with that axe is pretty clear, I'd say, as his name is Axel Chops after all. There are only 6 spare parts in this set: 1 barb, 1 T-slope, 1 quarter round tile, and a tile with pin in black, 1 medium azure round stud, and 1 yellowish green printed eye. Not many and rather unremarkable, with an exception of this eye, and I saved you a sticker sheet. There are only 5 stickers in this set, and I remember I used them all on the first bag out of 2, and I think that it was the first time I wouldn't mind more stickers. For me, this set is certainly one of the best and the most unique Hidden Side sets, and even if you're not a fan of this theme, this set offers really a lot, like an unusual color scheme, great selection of elements, including some rare and even exclusive ones. And I think that you can display this model without any shame. It's detailed, it looks very nice, and then after building it, you can hop into the mobile app and revive it in augmented reality to make it even more fun. And on top of that, you have 4 unique minifigures in this set. And a friend of mine once called this set a Ghosts Battle Pack, and let me tell you, he wasn't very much wrong here. However, there are some very significant cons of this set. Like, for example, it won't give you a foot massage unless you disassemble it and step on bricks on purpose. But seriously, other than that, this is basically almost perfect set for me. You can even get it way below RP, and I have rejected just before recording. It's a must-have for any Hidden Side fan. For the sake of elements included here, it's a very good set for any season builder, and for the sake of joy of building it and playing with it, it's a very good recommendation for any LEGO enthusiast. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you around. Bye! Which makes it sorry, round in the middle. Hello. Może nie. Nie?
Co to było?
Right in the middle. We have a buildable play feature. Dobra, spróbuję jeszcze raz.